As the African Transformation Movement, we have written to the Speaker of Parliament, Ms. Thandi Modise, asking for the disbandment of the National Assembly's Section 194 Committee and all its processes, including the contaminated rules to remove a Chapter 9 head. Following the scathing Western Cape High Court judgment about the unconstitutionality of including a judge in the independent panel and the removal of a clause that barred legal representation of the public protector, the ATM makes the following points. The judgment has painted an accurate picture of a very vindictive process that started back in October 2016, wherein the Democratic Alliance has been relentless in its unsuccessful forum shopping efforts to remove Advocate Mkhwebane based on frivolous grounds. The failure of the Speaker to heed a good advice from the ATM to halt the removal process and await the court process as directed by Rule 89 is now a cause for concern on the Speaker's ability to be objective and impartial on this matter, serving the interest of South Africans and not advancing narrow factional political party ideals. Another issue, the removal of a judge from the panel does absolutely nothing to cleanse the process because her involvement throughout the rules formulation, including the findings, are inextricable. It is our submission, therefore, as the African Transformation Movement, that a simple replacement of Justice Nkabinde by another competent person would just be an academic exercise and perhaps good only for optics. The damage on the integrity of the whole process has been dealt a fatal blow. As the African Transformation Movement, we therefore make the following recommendations. Number one, the unconstitutional involvement of a judge in rules formulation and findings of the independent panel has rendered the entire process contaminated and untenable. You know, the proverbial expression of fruits from a rotten tree finds perfect expression in this situation. For this reason alone, the ATM is calling for the disbandment of the entire process, including the contaminated rules, unless a court of law finds otherwise. Number two, the Speaker's failure to heed counsel from the ATM to halt the process pending an outcome of the court has resulted in Parliament incurring avoidable costs. The Speaker must, in her personal capacity, reimburse the taxpayer of this fruitless and wasteful expenditure. Alternatively, the Speaker must issue a public apology for this gross error of judgment. Number three, Parliament must make a resolve to put the interest of South Africa ahead of factional battles of the governing party and commit to support and respect all Chapter 9 institutions, including the Public Protector and her office. And lastly, the new rules must be drafted by a fit and proper independent panel without the assistance of a member of a judiciary.